Coastal landforms, looking at more erosion caused by the sea. This is sea cliffs and wave-cut platforms. So right here on our notes, sea cliffs and wave-cut platforms. This is the last of our erosion on the coast. So sea cliffs form when waves erode and undercut the rock to make steep slopes. So these very steep cliffs or steep slopes you see here in these pictures. The waves hit at the base. This wears away the rock over time, making the cliff steeper and steeper. As the cliff erodes above the water line, a bench of rock usually remains beneath the water at the cliff's base. This bench is called a wave-cut platform. Wave-cut platforms are flat because the rocks erode from the cliff often scrape away at the platform. So our water is going to come in like this, eroding away at the cliff, making the cliff stumble into the sea. So it kind of erodes away here. And then when the base gets to be too unstable, this rock tumbles into the sea. So what is left behind is this wave-cut platform you see here that is right below the water surface or right above the water surface, depending upon the tides. And this is usually very smooth, a nice platform, because the waves are eroding and smoothing this area over time. So this is sea cliffs and wave-cut platforms. So here you have your sea cliffs, this area right in here, and then the wave-cut platforms are on the bottom. So here we have kind of an overview of the different coastal erosion landforms. So on this side here, we have your wave-cut platform right in here, paired with your sea cliffs, your headlands in general, those finger-shaped projections that form when cliffs of hard rock erode more slowly than the surrounding softer rock. So this area in here we can't see as well, but kind of between the two headlands would be considered the bay and the beach. Here you have sea caves, which can form into a sea arch, which can form into a sea stack, which then eventually form into a sea stump. So looking at all of these options, which of these features do you think took the longest to form? Your options are sea stack, sea arch, or sea cave, or sea stump. Now we're going to get into how coastal landforms can also cause the deposit of materials or deposition. Waves and currents carry a variety of materials, including sand, rocks, dead coral, shells. They can even carry man-made materials such as trash and glass. These materials are often deposited on the shoreline where they form a beach. A beach is an area of shoreline that is made up of material deposited by waves and currents. So right here, your description of the beach, the definition right here. And for pictures, just draw whatever makes sense to you. You're trying to commit this to memory, and using a picture to do that is helpful. A large amount of beach material is also deposited by rivers and then moved down the shoreline by currents. So the material on a beach is due to the deposition of waves and currents and sometimes rivers. Not all beaches are sandy. The size and shape of a beach material depends on how far the material had to travel from its source. The size and shape also depend upon the material being eroded. So the rougher the waves, the larger, chunkier the beach material is going to be. The softer, smoother the waves, the material is going to be a lot finer and a lot smaller. So large waves, forceful waves, are going to be able to deposit large material, whereas gentle waves are going to deposit a lot smaller material. So here is a video that shows you a variety of beaches. Some are just cool to watch, and some are neat because they show you the different ways that beaches can have different deposit materials on them.